sneakerhead, and I've always been the type of guy like I want to be the first to have it. So
I remember was it the NBA did years ago with I think the All-Star game was in Oakland. They did that tech summit.
Yes,
I think I remember talking to you. I was in Forbes then.
And
you had all the gadgetry. So you've been doing this for years.
Yeah, I've been doing it for years. I remember when they first announced iPhone. I knew somebody that knew Steve Jobs. I called him about 100 times. I'm like, Steve, he's like, Chad, I can't do it. Everybody's calling him like Steve, but it's me. So like I called him 100 times. It was just so like whenever.
So you talked about okay.
Yeah, so like whenever something new gets ready to come out, get some water. Whenever something new gets ready to come out, I always got to be the first on it. I got to have the first Mophie case. I was the first one with them right there. Them flip cams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the first one with those cutting and editing movies. So I'm proud to say that I'm a technology guy.
So
and this is my first time here. It's like bringing my kids to Toys R Us. I spent some money that I didn't need to spend today, but it was fun and it was worth it. Saw a lot of companies.
What did you like here?
I wish I could remember.
Well, there's something that stood out.
It's a lot of stuff dealing with social media, of course. A lot of stuff dealing with technology. It's just too much. So that's why we thought Pick Shack would be a good idea. Because, as businessmen, I understand sometimes you come up with great ideas and it's work and it's going to be, in the future it's going to be right there, but you don't have the muscle behind it. So we thought we'd give them an opportunity and to hear some of their ideas.
So Tout, I think I've seen Tout a little bit. It's like a lot of video, kind of short messages.
Let me break it down to you.
Okay.
In dummy terms. Old caveman days, how we communicate. I'll answer it for you. We wrote on rocks, aka Twitter. Blah 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 blah. World. Technology came. The black and white camera. Instagram, Facebook. Then they came out with the TV. Tout. So that's how we break it down. We're a show-all rather than tell-all. Because I met Michael in the gym. He was playing ball. And, he told me this is what he was doing. I told him I'd love to be involved. But it came up on Twitter one day. Are you sending out your own tweets? Because I'm like different type of people. Like most of the time I'm Ebonic, funny Shaq. But every now and then I can throw on a suit and have a conversation with the Obamas, with the Bill Gates, people like that. So a lot of times like, did you write that tweet? So now with Tout, you're going to see that it's me saying it. You're going to see that it's me. And my method's always been 60% make you laugh, 30% inspire you, and 10% to sell stuff. Like I see a lot of people in my position is all they're doing is
sell stuff, right?
And I didn't get my first 3 million followers doing that. So I felt that I just keep it the same. Because a lot of times when you get successful and you switch up, nothing good comes out of it. I actually found Twitter by accident.
Well, do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah.
You're pretty much widely credited with being one of the first big celebrities on Twitter. What instantly drew you to it, or what?
By accident, and I'm glad this accident happened. Like I used to towards the end of my career, when I was losing it as a basketball player. Like I played like my first 50 years on not anger, but it felt like adrenaline and anger. So towards the end of my career, being so successful, nothing really got mad. So then I would start doing stuff that I would never do. Read the paper and see what everybody was saying about me. So one day I read the paper and the guy said that I said something. So I confronted him. I said, listen, I talked a lot of trash. I didn't say that. The guy was like, yes you did, you said it on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell is Twitter? So then you know me, I got to go home and do my research, and I found out what it was. And there was a guy that said his name was Shaq and had all my pictures. So I was like, no. That's when I came up with the real Shaq. And I said, to show people it's me, it's like I'm on Camelback in 24th. I got 2 tickets to this Laker game. Meet me here. Because I called my agent. I was like, this Twitter thing. He said, I never heard of it. So I said, watch this. So I got 2 tickets to this Laker game. Meet me here. And when I promise you, cars in the middle of the street, flipping in the middle of the street, they just stopped.
That was in
yeah.
with the Suns.
Yeah,
That was like
that was with the Suns.
I was like,
this thing is pretty. So then I would start just start just doing fun stuff like, hey, I got a pair of LeBron autograph sneakers here on the highway. it got so bad to like when I was doing that stuff that the cops contacted me and said, "Yeah, you can't do stuff like this."
Talked to Kathleen Hessert last year. She was here at South by. What did she teach you about using social media?
Well, Kathleen was very inspirational, but there was another girl. Her name was Amy. What's Amy's last name?
Joe Martin.
Amy Jo Martin. But she worked for the Phoenix Center at the time, and she kind of like told me what it was. So once you get your own research and I mean, once you have people introduce you to it or you find out about it, then I just started adding my own flavor to it. Because again, like there's a lot of people in my position is I'm at the Southwest Technical Company. I just bought 20 Canon cameras. I just talked to the guy from USA Today. He said, "No, I don't really do that." So I was like doing a lot of fun stuff. Hey, I'm in Camelback Mountains. I look like Sasquatch. If you touch me, you can eat dinner with me. So I was just doing a lot of crazy stuff, and and that's more fun for people.
I thought this guy was interesting. You said like 30% of the time you do things that are serious or kind of an event. That's what type of topics do you like to?
I read a lot. So like if I see an inspirational quote,
Okay.
I'll send it out to other people. The quote that changed my life, especially in business, was General D. Eisenhower.
Huh.
The smartest leaders are the ones smart enough to hire people smarter than them. Like I've done a lot of great business stuff, but I didn't do it by myself.
So do you have somebody who kind of advises you on all your social media use? And
This guy right here,
okay.
I got Colin, I got an agent, I got a mother, I got a father, I got
Okay.
children. I'm very, very big on partnerships. I admit I'm a basketball player and I'm a master of that. I think what a lot of people mess up at is when they master one field and they try to master another field without having the right tools, and it goes all bad. So for example, if I wanted to start a top, damn sure I'm not going to start it by myself. I'm going to search on the internet, I'm going to ask all my business friends, and they'll probably introduce me to this guy, and then I'll hire him, pay him a shitload of money, say, hey, do it, and do it well, and this is how we want to do it. I have a doctorate in organizational leadership, and I've always led my people as I never micromanage them.
Was it I saw like the World Wrestling WWE,
is big on that.
is big on it, right? Is that
Yeah,
there's
a number of different media entities and outlets and actually news brands that are on tout.
150 million users.
Yeah, it's we've only been live for 21 months total, and I don't know if you know the whole story, but it was 60 days after we had launched a very kind of early beta product that Shaquille had this phenomenal idea to announce his retirement on top. We were thrilled, couldn't believe it, and that really put the wind in the sails, and I think explained to people just how powerful the medium is. That power of real-time visual engagement could really drive a lot of activity.
We got to steal that real-time visual engagement.
is very
RTVE.
Yeah, that-
AKA.
But,
So I mean, we got super lucky because I think if you look at Shaq's career, he's one of these unique personalities that's transcended the world of sports, where he touches and impacts people across entertainment and media and everywhere. And for us, what better a person to have associated with the company than somebody who's so good at articulating and communicating and reaching out and engaging with a lot of people. So it's been so
nice. Keep going.
hold on, I've got more.
nice turn of phrases. Yeah, we like it.
Yeah,
That's slower for the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
the WWE yesterday was praising y'all in the panel here, saying that that y'all were an instant natural fit for them because of their interaction with the fans.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it for a second, technologically, whether you're a media company like the WWE or the Wall Street Journal, who's another one of our customers, or NBC Universal or CBS, who we work with, every brand out there has got the same set of challenges right now, and those challenges are coming about because consumer behavior is changing, mostly due to these smartphones that have changed the way we want to connect and follow information. The visual web, which we pay a lot of attention to, which is basically the time that people spend online is more and more being focused around purely visual media. If you look at a website from 5 years ago, it looks like an old newspaper. You look at USA Today online right now, it looks like Pinterest.
You're right.
So that kind of visual transformation that's going on, we think is going to be super powerful because we're visual creatures. You know, biologically, we're born being able to process information visually. It's text that we have to take 7 or 8 years or more to learn, and you know, arguably, we're still not that good at it. Some of us.
Do you think? I mean, do you think that the NBA or even would NBA or one of the other leagues do that? I mean, it's a great way to market to players or build personalities.
Yeah.
TNT does such a great job of bringing out, you guys. The chemistry between you guys is so great. It's so good on camera. I wonder if it's
I think they will, but you know, players these days are so brand conscious. They're brand conscious.
brand conscious.
Yeah.
They're really doing it on their own.